morning. So I thought this week I might share with you a little bit of my plan. As you know, we have a new RV, and with that came a new storage spot. It was kind of crazy. I don't know why I didn't film any of it, but our original storage spot that we had, oh, hang on, I gotta get my water bottle away from Truman. He has now figured out how to get up on my table and help himself to whatever's over there. So it's all about animal management.
You could be larger than life, bigger than the world, living out the hopes and dreams of every boy and every girl. You could fly higher than the sky, shine brighter than the stars.
Truman, seriously, get down. So anyway, as you guys know, the storage facility, we got a covered spot, and we tried to move into the covered spot, and we didn't fit. We were tall. She said that the covered was 14 feet, but the air conditioners didn't fit under it, and I don't know if her measurements are wrong or our RV is taller than the 13.9, which it says it is. But anyway, okay, going back to get Truman off the couch. Truman, get down. Look at it. He's so ornery. So ornery. You're so ornery. You need to stay off the couch. Can't be getting into stuff. Okay, that's so much better. Anyway, so we didn't fit under the storage, and so we got another storage area that was like a pull-through. But when we first tried it, it worked because there wasn't anybody next to us. And we tried to pretend like there was somebody next to us, and we knew that we went over their spot just a little bit. But until there was somebody over there and we got stuck and we couldn't get out. And Carl had the brilliant idea to unhook the truck, take it around, and come back in at a different angle, and we were able to get the RV out. Like, seriously, I thought we were gonna have to call a tow truck or something. It was really bad. So that storage unit didn't work. It took me 2 days and about 4 hours on the phone before I found another storage facility. So actually it worked out for the best. This one it's not covered, but easy pull in and pull out. There's nobody next to us. We're kind of in this little open spot, and it's a little closer to the house, and it's not on gravel, so it's not near as dusty as the other one was. But my plan is to do things a little bit differently this time. So as you guys know, I kind of pack everything up ahead of time, and I kind of start to lay it all out on the dining room table. So I just start prepping everything ahead of time, right? I start planning my meals. I start planning the food trip. Now, what I used to do is I would go to the grocery store the day that I was gonna actually load the refrigerators. So this time I thought I would try, and what that meant was I would have to bring the RV, park it in front of the house. As you know, we have a plug-in, so we can plug it in, get the refrigerators cool overnight, load them the next day before we were getting ready to leave. So it's kind of a process, and having the RV out in front of the house for a couple of days before and after a trip, I just kind of felt like, our neighbors are incredible people. Like, everybody's really, really passive and accepting of our RV, and I appreciate them so much for that. But thought I would try something a little different this time. So what I'm doing is I'm prepping everything ahead of time, and then we're gonna leave Saturday morning. So on Friday, I'm gonna take all the non-refrigerated stuff over, like as much as I can. Our clothes, I'm gonna hold out the last minute stuff. Like for the most part, we've got everything in the RV that we need. We've tried to duplicate things or double up on things, but there's still a few things, our medicines and, the refrigerated items, of course, and just our last minute things that need to go over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take those things over with us Saturday morning and load the RV there. Now, because the dogs go in the back of the truck, they take up the entire back seat of the truck. I'm going to have to probably put these things into bins or Rubbermaid tubs and put them on the back of the truck for the trip over there. And I'll need to think through those items being collapsible or packable into the RV after the fact, right? Now we've got those bungee cords. If you've seen them in previous videos, it's kind of a mesh bungee cord system that we can use with carabiners on the back of the truck to tie things down. And it's very easy, right? But I don't think I'm gonna have more than well, let me show you. So these are the items that I've got, and I try to use canvas totes as much as possible. And just to kind of give you guys a rundown what's going on here. We did get a new water hose. We needed one. And let's see, we got extra devices to charge our cell phones because we got new Verizon phones that of course require USB instead of USB. So now all of our cords that we had available are moot. So we've got to get all new cords. And then this is, let me show you guys what this is. So this is a new adjustable screwdriver. And it will accept the little star shapes. Carl's got a little star-shaped tool caddy, which most of the connections on the RVs require those funny little star shapes. If you guys haven't seen those, or squares. So to get some leverage, I need the screwdriver that will accept those bits, okay? And then the hose. All right, and then over here, I'm trying to figure out a way to pack the dog food, right? In something a little bit more user-friendly that I can scoop the dog food out of. And this week, Carl is just coming down for the weekends. He's dropping me off for the week. And so I'm gonna keep Coco and Truman, and Carl's gonna keep Bentley at home. Bentley is much more user-friendly. So that's that plan. And then this is my go bag. This is my kind of dog diaper bag, if you will. I've got training pads for Truman, and of course cleaning chemical stuff to clean him. This is our printout that I always keep with me for checking in, so that's all ready to go. And then I cut down a box so I can just use this box until I get a bin to keep the groceries in. Now these are the non-perishable groceries that I'm taking with me. Bread. I did get a new zero water filter for the pitcher. I'm not sure when the last time was I changed the one in the RV, so I went ahead and picked up another one. And then I've got a few veggies, corn, but I've got to get some more stuff and some marinara. And just, I planned out all of my meals ahead of time, and we'll talk about that in a minute. So this bag, I've got some more dry goods, more snacky stuff. And usually what I'll do is, guys, I'll just pack a few different snack items. So I've got some sweet potato chips, just a couple of bags, and I've got some crackers and some peanuts. And instead of packing the whole container, because we don't need that much stuff, I'll just pack a bag, and I call it my snack bag, and it's kind of a reach in and go to for different things. This is my coffee, my Keurig K-Cups. I just pack them in a quick bag, and they store nicely in the cabinet until we're ready to make coffee. And then I've grabbed a few clothes for Carl, just hanging over here. I leave them on hangers because I can just stick them in the closet, and he's only gonna need a few things to get by for the 2 weekends. So there you have it. That's what I've got so far. And everything else I think is gonna be refrigerated stuff, right? So this is the plan. I've got to go get a bin or two maybe with collapsible sides, or even the milk crates that are collapsible. And so we can put this stuff on the back of the RV to transport it over to the rig. So again, you guys, and we've talked about this before, how I plan the meals. So I keep a loose plan going. And that means that I will plan out each day. I'll write down Saturday to Saturday, if that's how long we're staying. And I will pick 3 to 4 of those days for a breakfast item. And the other, there may be breakfast out a couple of mornings. Sometimes Carl likes to get McDonald's or whatever. And also I'll grab a quick breakfast item like Danish, or I may make some breakfast burritos ahead of time and freeze them. Just, quick and easy things, but I will actually plan, bacon and eggs one morning, maybe sausage, gravy, and biscuits another morning, those kinds of things. And then for lunches, I usually plan, for the most part, we're gonna be out and about and doing something at lunchtime. So other than some lunch meats, cold cuts, salami and cheese and crackers, quick and easy lunch items. I'll usually have a package of hot dogs because those will work lunch, dinner, whenever we want them to, or maybe a freezer item like Hot Pockets. Just quick and easy, grab and go, no definite plan to that. And then for dinners, I kind of do the same thing that I do for breakfast. I will plan probably 3 or 4 nights of a dinner, whatever that is. Now, a couple of those nights will be just a 2-person dinner, but since we're going with Gary and Mandy and they're staying for the whole week, I'm expecting to have them a couple of nights over for dinner. So at least 2 of those nights are going to be multi-person friendly. And let's say I can't think off the top of my head what I've got planned, but if I were to do pork chops, right? I would do 4 pork chops. Worst case scenario, Gary and Mandy don't come for dinner, I'll have the pork chops left over for the next day. So again, the cook once, eat twice philosophy. I've got chicken thighs to marinate, and I will fix tacos with those one night. If it'll be enough for 4 people, or the next night we'll have leftovers with fajitas. So I kind of planned that way. The other thing I did this time was I made a meatloaf yesterday, bacon wrapped meatloaf, and I have put it in the freezer. And what I'm going to do is I will put that into the meat keeper on Saturday when we leave, and it will take and those refrigerators aren't as cold as your home refrigerators. So it'll take a minute for the meatloaf to thaw out. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to slice the meatloaf. I'm going to put it on the black stone, heat it up both sides. I'm going to make a little mushroom gravy, and we're going to have some mashed potatoes with that one night. So this is how I plan. This is my methodology, if you will. Nothing's set in stone, and everything's very flexible. Other than like the meatloaf, I may commit to something for that first night that we get there out of convenience, because you never know if you're going to have truck trouble or have weather trouble, or depending on the length of the trip and how long it's going to take you to get there, you may not. We got stuck by a train one time. You just never know. But I will make a commitment to a meal that we can have in the RV for the first night that we get there, whatever that is. Unless, never say never. Sometimes we're going with the RV club and there may be an event that we have that night that we have to go to. But for the most part, that night, I figure we're going to eat in the RV. So that's kind of the plan, guys. And that's kind of the way I work this. Tell me how you guys do it. I mean, is there a plan? Is there a methodology for you that works? And how do you make it all work, you guys? How do you plan? The other thing I did was I got together with Mandy and we talked about maybe joining in a few things. So in that vein, I'll throw in a planned side dish of some kind, like a broccoli salad, or I might plan an appetizer. Appetizers are great because even if you guys are having happy hour drinks, right, you can bring something along. And I'm trying to think what I planned for an appetizer this week. Oh, cowboy caviar with Fritos. If you guys have never had cowboy caviar, look it up. There's lots of recipes out there for it. It's basically kind of a Tex-Mex bean, corn, salsa kind of thing. And great, quick, throw it together, and it's always a hit with a crowd. So also dessert, don't forget, the basic s'mores will store in the cabinet and not go bad. Always throw in strawberries, fruit, even ice cream, you guys. Ice cream is always a fun, decadent thing to have when you're camping, right? Shortcake, I'll make a cake ahead of time. Don't forget to put things in the freezer and then wrap them so that you can take them camping. And it makes a great way to cool off the fridge quick by putting a few frozen things that are in there, and then they thaw on the road. It's easy enough to keep on hand if you want when you're going camping. So those are just a few tips from me. Please feel free to share down in the comments if you guys have any questions or anything you're curious about, or any other ways you can pick my brain. Go right ahead. Thank you guys so much for being here with us, and I can't wait to show you guys. We're just headed to Mesquite. We're not going too far. Again, we still have a new RV, so we don't want to go too far from home, right? So this is the plan this week, and I hope I can show you guys a few things where we're going and what we're doing, and have a good time. Don't forget to hit that like button and share the videos. And subscribe, so that way you guys know every Sunday night we put out a new video, and we'd love to see you there. So thanks so much for coming along, and we'll see you guys next week.